Episode 3, Nick Bledsoe of the Oregon Crusaders.
Welcome to Lift Up Leadership, the BoxAngle podcast. Lift Up Leadership is a show dedicated to exploring insightful information from the staff, students, and support teams of fantastic programs across the country 5 days a week. And now your host, Jordan Roquemore.
Hello everyone, this is Jordan with BoxAngle Bands and the podcast Lift Up Leadership. Today we just got a 3-minute teaser of Nick Bledsoe's interview. He's one of the current drum majors for the Oregon Crusaders. In today's teaser trailer, we've got a bit of him talking about advice for current or aspiring drum majors, as well as some tips and tricks he's picked up for university students from his trombone professor at Central Washington University. Let's take a listen. What about advice for other drum majors, either ones that are in the current spot, new, or maybe aspiring drum majors?
When I first started flapping my arms around my freshman year, I wouldn't have had any idea that I would end up falling in love with it as I did. My biggest advice is that, you can teach pretty much anyone how to flap your arms around and conduct and wave your hands in time, but really focus on the leadership that goes into being a drum major and being that person that's always there for your members, your band students, your friends, as well as being the one that people can look up to. When you become a drum major, you become the face of your marching band or your band program or your drum corps. And you have to think about, what do I want to do to make sure that we come across as well represented? These are my kids, this is my program. I'm going to try and take it to the next level, but I can't do it alone. So using leadership to really kind of bring a group together, I think, is one of the most important parts.
When I have, drum majors or current students on, I've had section leaders on before, it's not just about them as, in the band world, but, you're in college currently right now. I think you're just about to wrap up your second year.
Yeah.
What advice would you give just to maybe high school students that are, about to enter into the college world, whether or not it's, for music education or not, but what's some general advice you have for students?
So this is actually something that my trombone professor at Central, Dr. John Newer, preaches day in, day out to every student who's ever had. He has 3 points, or 3 bullet points, that he guarantees will get you through college with at least a B or a C, something that'll pass. Number 1, go to class. It sounds funny, but sometimes people can really struggle with that in college when there's no accountability, there's no parents there to get called when you don't show up. The second one is take copious notes, whether you think it's relevant, whether you don't. If the professor is talking, take notes. And then number 3 is study before test. Don't just wake up and be like, oh, I got this. Make sure you at least look over all your stuff one time before you go take an exam or take a test or take a final. And I got to say, incorporating those 3 simple ideas into just my day-to-day learning has really turned around my performance as a student. I'm a student that has always struggled with things like ADHD, and just having those 3 simple outlines just really helps put things into perspective.
Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed Nick's teaser trailer. His full interview is going to come out Wednesday, April 1st. Got a lot of great information out there for drum majors, college students, aspiring leaders, especially in the band world. I really, really did enjoy that interview, so I hope you check it out. You'll be able to find it at BoxAngle.com as well as iTunes. We'll have an audio-only version on YouTube if you want to listen to it as part of the Lift Up Leadership playlist. Just remember, Wednesday, April 1st, that's when Lift Up Leadership, the podcast, goes live with Nick Bledsoe of the Oregon Crusaders Drum and Bugle Corps. Can't wait till then.
Thanks for listening to Lift Up Leadership, a BoxAngle podcast. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. You can also find us online at BoxAngle.com or by searching for BoxAngle on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or LinkedIn. We hope you enjoyed the show, and remember, leaders lift up.